All right, welcome. You are in Module 5, and here we are going to map your chronic pain and fatigue. We map before we tap. So this module is broken down into 5 parts. In the first lesson, we're going to get clear about what your symptoms are. Once we've got that, then the next lesson is me teaching you how to create your awareness maps. Because in the next lesson, we are going to create awareness maps together, one symptom at a time. Once we've done that, we've got that, then we look at specific events around this particular symptom of your chronic pain and fatigue. And then after that, we're going to look at desired outcomes. So 5 different lessons within Module 5, broken down nicely so as not to overwhelm you. So let's get going and start with your symptoms. Because before we begin mapping, we really want to know what is there to be mapped. So you should have a printed out copy of the handout, Symptoms Associated with Chronic Pain and Fatigue. If you don't have that already printed out, please go do that and come back. If you do have it printed out, notice that there are 2 pages to it. On the first page is a list of symptoms, and on the second page is a list of blank lines where you can fill in what yours are. So first step is to review the list on the first page and highlight any symptoms that coincide with how you experience chronic pain and fatigue. Okay, take a minute to do that. Highlight it, and maybe you star them, underline them, actually highlight, whatever. You'll know what they are so that you can write them down on the list that is page 2. One below the next, as many as apply. There may be others not listed on that first page that coincide with how you experience chronic pain and fatigue. You know what those are. Write those down as well. And once you've got that, you're going to keep this list somewhere safe, in a notebook, in a folder, so that you have it to refer to later when we're mapping, and even later on when you're creating your tapping practice. Also, feel free to add any symptoms that come to mind later. This is a document you just keep adding to as needed. So, let's say you've done that. Paused, did that work. It's done. Know that what we're going to be doing is we're going to be guiding you in a series of questions in the 3rd lesson that are intended to generate more specific information about each of your symptoms. And in order to do that, you first need to know what the style of mapping that we're going to be doing together is, how to create awareness maps. So why don't you join me in the next video and we will get to that. I'll see you there.